Mr Bell. Beautifully done. Jessica Morden.
And I congratulate my honourable friend for securing this debate on a scandal that has indeed caused much hardship, as constituents in Newport East have also been amongst those who've lost life-altering sums of money when Football Index collapsed last year. £124 million worth of bets that were placed by customers in full trust with a company that was licensed by a UK regulator have all but disappeared. The scale of this loss is nothing like the sector's seen before. Honourable members were quite right to say that individuals have been driven to the brink of suicide, marriages have collapsed, families have been affected, life savings for weddings, for houses, for retirements have vanished. Over a year on, they're still dealing with the scars on their mental health and their finances, which has been reflected to me by constituents. My honourable friend is quite right to stress that Football Index was not an ordinary gambling firm. It modelled itself as an investment package, and the utter failure of regulation by the Financial Conduct Authority and the Gambling Commission, customers felt wrongly assured that their long-term investments in the index were secure. Yet the Gambling Commission was aware these investments were more risky than customers thought. In fact, the Sheehan Review said that it was an exceptionally dangerous pyramid scheme. As one constituent points out, the Football Index took in a significant amount of capital at the beginning of the pandemic, and it was their aggressive use of capital and lack of maintaining a liability reserve to meet those investment obligations that led to the rapid deterioration of the business. The distinctive nature of the Football Index also meant there was confusion, as has been mentioned, as it was whether it was a gambling product under the remit of the Gambling Commission or a financial product under the FCA, and the fact that there were unresolved discussions between the two authorities about co-regulating it shows that there are still gaps in the framework which seemingly can entice new business models, can fall through, and this is something the government really needs to iron out, and there are serious questions for the FCA to answer. They twice stated the product fell within their regulation that seemingly changed their mind. The government should now look at the feasibility of a compensation scheme for the victims, using the precedent set up by the collapse of London Capital and Finance, as well as securing proper redress for those who have lost so much. And the Secretary of State should also ensure that the alarming regulatory failings which allowed this to happen are never repeated.